What's up, guys? It's your girl Angie B, and I'm back with another BallerAlert news break. Baskin Robbins is getting a major update, and the update includes a new logo, a new merchandise store, and more ice cream flavors for all of you ice cream brands out there. The 77-year-old ice cream shop is getting new employee uniforms, packaging, logos, and new merchandise like bicycles. Before the update, Baskin Robbins was in a pink and blue childlike font. Now the brand is growing up. The new font will be pink, brown, and white with a crispier font. In addition to the somewhat OG logo, Baskin Robbins is rolling out some new flavors. Non-dairy mint cocoa chunk, totally unwrapped, peanut butter and chocolate ice creams, caramel swirl, fudge-covered pretzels, and fudge and caramel-covered peanuts. Yum. The third flavor is Oob Coconut Swirl, made with coconut and purple yam ice cream. Totally Unwrapped is the new flavor for April, and the other flavors will be released throughout the spring. The new merchandise store will have swag-like scrunchies, sweatshirts, bucket hats, and bicycles. It looks like a certain artist was urged to stick to rapping after being booed off the stage during a comedy show in New York. Over the weekend, T.I. was booed during his comedy set at Power 105.1's April Fool's Comedy Jam in Brooklyn. The Atlanta rapper turned comedian served as a headlining act alongside Nick Cannon, Eddie Griffin, B. Simone, Rip Michaels, Tony Roberts, Bruce, Michael Blackson, Joe Torre, Haha Davis, and Jacob Williams. Videos of the rapper comedian started circulating online of him getting booed on multiple occasions throughout the show. In one clip, you can hear the crowd screaming and booing as T.I. told a joke about determining whether or not a date is for the streets. Later in the set, he made a joke about having sex with someone's mom, but the crowd was not feeling it. T.I. ultimately recovered and concluded his set, earning applause from the audience, but I think he should just stick to rapping for the most part. On Monday, President Joe Biden announced new federal regulations to reduce the use of ghost guns that are appearing at crime scenes across the country. These new rules will affect firearms assembled from do-it-yourself kits purchased online or at a store. Since there are no serial numbers on the weapons, the owners are difficult to track down. Senior administration officials briefed reporters before Biden's announcements that the new regulations clarify that the unfinished parts in the kits will qualify as firearms as defined by federal law. As part of the licensing requirements, commercial manufacturers and sellers of the kits will be required to include serial numbers on their frames and receivers. Commercial sellers will also be required to run background checks on buyers before selling their products. Additionally, Biden will announce that he has nominated Steve Dettelbach, a former U.S. attorney from Ohio, to lead the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives, the federal agency that enforces the nation's gun laws. It looks like Pete Davidson has always been on Kim Kardashian's radar. She reveals that she talked to the comedian before her Saturday Night Live debut. In the premiere episode of Hulu's The Kardashians, Kim agrees to host SNL and decides to text Pete Davidson about the gig. They bonded at the Met Gala in 2021. I ran into Pete Davidson at the Met and I was like, I am so scared. I don't know what I signed up for, she said. And he's like, can you read cue cards? You're good. Kim K hosted SNL on October 9th. In her mini skits, one of them she played Davidson's love interest for the story Aladdin. The skit included a makeout scene in what seemed to be the beginning of their romantic relationship. Fast forward to February 2022, Davidson gifted Kim the Aladdin costumes and magic carpet from SNL. The announcement of Will Smith's 10-year ban has caused a lot of mixed emotions, even among members of the Academy. Apparently, some feel it's too harsh while others think it's too lenient. Several reactions from a handful of members were published, however, none of whom are on the board of governors. Many of them went on record to say how they feel about the decision of banning Smith from the Oscars for years after he slapped comedian Chris Rock. Several members supported Smith, including Stephen Potter of the Sound brand, Harry Shearer of the Actors branch, and Beverly Walker of the Marketing PR branch, who all felt the punishment didn't fit the crime. If Will Smith or any other A-list actor had run on stage and simply pulled down their pants, I seriously doubt he or she would be back on the stage in 10 years, or ever. A decade-long ban seems oddly parental, as in he'll have outgrown his slapping phase by then, Harry said. It's not making sense. Beverly was also firmly in Will's favor. She doesn't like the idea of any comedian the Academy hires as a host to roast the crowd. She has an issue with the Academy's long-standing habit of hiring a comedian to march out and insult or make fun of the very people being celebrated, adding, "There have undoubtedly been some who would have liked to make some sort of protest," and finishing by saying, "What Rock said was egregious, and he had to know it would not be appreciated." So what do you guys think? Does the punishment fit the crime or not? That's a wrap for a Baller Alert news break. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to stay tuned to all things baller.